Hello, welcome to My Little Paintbrush. I am Miss Sarah, and today we get to paint this Disney-inspired Goofy. He's one of my favorite characters. I hope you enjoy yourself and have a lot of fun with me. Remember, as we are painting together, you can go as fast as I'm going, or you can slow down and pause the video. And that way you don't have to feel rushed, or maybe I'm going too slow and you need to forward the video. Who knows, right? But as we are creating together, be nice to yourself. We're also learning together. Learning's fun, okay? All right, I'm going to use a couple brushes today. I have a large flat, a medium flat, and a detail or line brush. These are my favorites for this painting. If you want to use something else, go for it. You also need a jar of water and all of your paints laid out like this. So Miss Sarah put her paints out in front of her. That makes it easy for me to get to as I'm creating my Goofy. All right, so let's get warmed up. First thing we need to do is paint Goofy's face, okay? And you have this skin color right here. I'm gonna add a little bit of white to it. So I'm just gonna mix in a little bit of white. And we're gonna paint Goofy's face real quick here. I'm not too worried about getting it perfect because we're going to put our background in a minute. And you know what? Once you go over those traced lines, you should be able to see right through them to see that skin tone, unless you're putting your paint on super thick. If you're putting your paint on really thick, you might lose your line. So make sure you're brushing out any dripping paint or thick spots, okay? Make sure you do that, because a lot of times if we get thick paint on there, it takes a while to dry, huh? So we like to make sure our paintings are smooth so they dry for us so we can do other things that need to be done on our painting. So here we go. We're just gonna paint around here. Try your best to stay in the lines, right? We're doing our best. If we happen to go out of the lines, we're not gonna panic. It's okay. Acrylics are a lot of fun when it comes to having to cover things up or change things up. Ooh, I went in my nose a little bit. See that? But you know what? I'm not worried because my nose is black. And black will just cover that. Okay? So it's okay if you go in your nose a little bit. You just don't want to lose that nose. We want to be able to find it again. So I'm doing my best not to lose my nose. Okay, once you get that done, we're going to go ahead and go around the mouth. Now, if you need a smaller brush, switch your brush and get a smaller one to do your mouth. I'm using the very tippy toe of my brush. That's where my brush is standing on its tippy toes, and painting around using the tippy toes to get these lips of Goofy's on. So if you feel like, oh boy, I need a smaller brush, go for it. Okay? Try not to paint into my tooth, my big tooth there. Okay, looks pretty good, guys. I think we have that face done. So I'm gonna rinse my brush really good. Rinse, rinse, rinse. All right. Okay, and we're gonna let that face dry and put in our background. My background color is blue, but it's a really, really light blue. So what I want to do is mix a little tiny bit of my blue with my white. Just some of my white. I don't want to use all my white. We have lots of other things to do, right? So just some of my white so I can save some for later. Okay, so just pick up a little bit of white there. Save some of that white for later. And let's start painting around our Goofy. Now we're gonna have to be really, really careful painting around Goofy because we don't wanna cover up the trace, right? And you know what? My canvas is bigger than yours up here. Your Goofy hat's gonna go right off the canvas up here, huh? It's a little bit different than mine. My canvas is a lot bigger. That's okay. I did that so you can see it really well on the camera. Okay, but as I get closer to my Goofy here, I'm gonna slow way down because I wanna make sure that I go around my Goofy carefully. There we go. So I'm slowing down to paint around Goofy. Right? If you want that bright shade around Goofy, like I have a little bit there, just add more white to the corner of your brush like that and paint around Goofy with that white facing Goofy. That is optional. That doesn't have to be the way you do it. That's just the way Miss Sarah likes to paint sometimes. I like to face the white towards my Goofy so that it's a little bit brighter around him. And that draws the attention to him. So people notice him a little more on that canvas. Now right here, I want you to reach around and paint the sides of your canvas, okay? Paint the sides. This is where you can pause the video if you need to for just a minute. All right? Miss Sarah's going too fast for you. I want you to pause that video and just slow down. Because it's better to go slow when you're doing this part than too fast. If we go too fast, we might paint right into our Goofy. We don't want to do that, huh? Even Miss Sarah's having to really slow down for this part. If you paint into your Goofy ears a little bit, that is okay. No worries. Because your Goofy ears are black, and that black will just cover it right up. Okay? So it's okay if you paint your Goofy ears a little bit. You can even create your own Goofy ears. You don't have to do your ears just like Miss Sarah's ears. If you have a different kind of Goofy ear you want to do, then go for it. We love to see what kind of things you come up with. It's so fun for us. Okay. Whew, that was a lot of work, huh? Okay, let's go over here and paint this side. Again, your canvas is coming right to there. So your Goofy hat's going to be a little different than mine. Yours will go right off the top of the canvas, right? I'm going to end mine right there where your Goofy hat ends too. It's less confusing that way, right? Okay, we're going to come around our Goofy very slowly. There we go. This is where you're going to reach around and paint the sides of your canvas too. Oop, I got some white on my brush. You see that? Ooh, gonna blend that in. No big deal. Sometimes it happens. There we go. And go around our Goofy here. I'm gonna put some white on the corner of my brush to make it Goofy look brighter up close to him. It's kind of a fun thing to try if you want to try it with me. Come around our Goofy. Remember, if you go into your ear a little bit, that's okay. You just don't want to lose where it's at. That's it. Okay, so we're going to paint right around this side. And remember to use the toe of your brush or switch brushes and use a smaller brush to go right around here, where it's a little bit closer to Goofy's mouth and his teeth. If you feel like I need to switch brushes, then do that, okay? Because it is tricky. If you want to try what Miss Sarah's doing, I'm using the toe of my brush to paint around. Remember the tippy point of the brush to paint really close. Here we go. Using the toe to go around the ear very carefully and the mouth. Whew. Really have to focus on this part. I think we did it, guys. I hope you did it. You're so proud of yourself right now because that was tricky. All right. We got our background in and we love it. And you're going to paint the sides, right? Paint the sides of your canvas and the bottom. Rinse your brush really well. Rinse, rinse. So good. Make sure it's really clean. Now let's go ahead and paint our shirt on Goofy. His is orange, right? So I'm going to take a little bit of white and mix it with my orange right here. There we go. Get a really bright orange, huh? Get that bright orange. Let's go right down here and put in Goofy's collar. It's Goofy collar. Isn't orange awesome? I love orange. Okay, wrap all the way around here. Now we don't want to paint his neck, right? That's gonna be a different color. Just gonna paint right on down here. There we go. And then around. And paint straight down here on his neck. And then around. And this is where you can reach down and paint on the bottom of your canvas so it looks like the shirt keeps going around. So if you want to do that, go for it. We like to wrap our canvas. It just adds a lot of fun to it. All right. All the way around. Just want to make sure I get that. Ooh, there it is. Okay. Got Goofy's shirt on. Rinsing my brush again. We're going to paint Goofy's hat. His hat is green, so you have some green on your plate, right? Let's add some white to it. Brighten up that green. Bright green. And let's put that green. Oh boy, I drip my green in the eye, but you know what? My eye is black, so I'm not worried about it. It's okay. So come on up and let's put our hat up here. Now your canvas is going to end right there, huh? Mine doesn't. But what I want you to do is reach around and paint the top of your canvas right there. Okay, so reach right around, paint the top so it looks like Goofy's hat there goes right over the top of the canvas. Just like that, okay? I'm gonna come right around. I'm trying to be so careful not to paint inside my Goofy. But if I do, it's okay. Let's go right around there. Put in this hat. There we go. We don't want to mess up his eyebrows up there, huh? Awesome. Okay, brush out your paint. Make sure you don't have any drips showing up. Want to make sure they're nice and brushed smooth, right? Nice and smooth there. Going back and forth, the direction of that hat. There it is. Awesome. Okay, rinse your brush. Again, make sure it's really clean. This takes practice, huh? And we're gonna switch brushes and put in his tongue now. So his tongue is red. I'm gonna grab a little white though and add some white to my tongue. That makes it a little shinier and more pink. So we gotta be careful as we go around this tongue to slow down and stay inside the lines. That way we don't lose our lip here, right? Go all the way around if we can. Miss Sarah has to get really close to the canvas and slow down to get a smooth line. Okay, so if you need to do that, slow it down. And then put a little bit of white on the corner of your brush like this. This is tricky. This is what our older artists do. They put some white on the corner to brighten up the bottom part of the tongue. Okay. And that makes it look like the front part is closer than the back. Than the back of the tongue. See that? It's barely noticeable. You don't need to do it, but if you want to, you can. Rinse that brush. That's perfect. Good work, guys. So rinse, rinse, rinse. Oh, we get to start doing all the black in a minute, and then you're really going to see Goofy, right? But first, I want you to take your flat brush and put some white on it. Okay, and fill in those teeth if you need to. So if you've got some of your background color in your teeth or any of your skin color, I want you to go ahead and fill in those teeth with white. Make those squares real noticeable, because that's one of our favorite things about Goofy, right? Are those teeth. I love talking to the artists about their favorite things about Goofy. He is silly. All right. I'm not going to paint inside my eyes unless you want to. Okay? You don't need to. All right, so I'm going to use my small flat brush, and we're going to start filling in our Goofy. So get your plate ready. Let's put some black on our brush. Now remember, guys, with black will take over your painting really fast. Okay? It's a really dark color, isn't it? And it will cover everything. So slow way down, okay? Let's start at the top. That way we don't smear anything as we go. Start at the top and let's curve those eyebrows. Those fun eyebrows that are way up there like that. Okay? Put those on first. There we go. And we're going to start working our way down our Goofy. Woo! Those fun eyebrows. We love them. Right? Okay, now we want to keep those eyes white. So I'm going to be really careful not to paint inside my eyes. And that's kind of tricky to do. So you got to slow way down. Slow way down to do it. And we're going to go around here. Ooh. Carefully, right? I'm always so impressed with our artists and how well they do with this tricky stuff. You guys are awesome. I'm going to come around this one too. Try and curve it if we can, huh? Awesome job. All right, and let's come down this side. Okay. I'm going to curve this out just a little more. There we go. Come on down the side of Goofy's head there. Fill that in. There we go. Now they're even on mine. I had to trace this myself. Yours will be all set for you. There we go. Okay, we got to come all the way down to the top of the mouth here. Okay. There we go. Now this is where you can get creative with your ears. If you want to do your own ears and not the same that Miss Sarah did, go for it. We love to see what you guys come up with the ears, okay? So if you want to do something different than Miss Sarah, do it. But I created these Goofy ears coming away, kind of bouncing. Because Goofy is always bouncing, huh? He is just bouncing and happy. There we go. We're going to come all the way down. All right. Those fun ears. curving the bottom. Let's go around this side. See how black just covers everything up, right? It's awesome. All right, we got that ear on. It's so good. Let's go over here and finish up this side. I'm gonna come down around the eyes, so careful. Nice and slow. There it is. Perfect. I hope you're having fun. Let's see. There's that curve. There we go. And we're gonna come over here now. And let's put in this ear. All the way down. Ooh. All right, we're gonna come all the way down here on our Goofy. And we're gonna go this way. And let those ears just be silly. Silly ears. Right? Love those silly ears. You can just have a lot of fun with these ears. Let them be bouncy. And super fun. Good work. There he is. I see him. All right, now let's do his nose. We have this big oval nose, huh? Go ahead and fill in that nose. All the way around. Both sides. Woo! Give him that good oval nose that we love so much. Perfect. There he is. Give him that good oval nose. All right, now we're going to paint right inside his mouth, around his tongue, okay? Just the back of his mouth. There you go. I'm going to go up right there and around, showing that his mouth is open, huh? We're going to come right down here to where his tongue is. Miss Sarah's getting really close again. Ooh. Trying not to paint inside my tongue that I worked so hard to paint. Huh. Okay, we're gonna come around here and back down. There we go. That is tricky stuff right there. I bet you did so awesome. And then we've got to make sure we get his neck right here, huh? Just a big square. Gonna fill in his neck right there. If you want to use a smaller brush, you can. Sometimes a smaller brush is a little easier to do some of this, huh? Okay, got his neck in there. Okay, we're gonna go do his eyeballs now. Oh goodness, we can do this, right? Start at the bottom, up and around, and back down. Nice and slow, guys. Take it easy on those eyes, because those eyes will get really big really fast with this black. All the way around, right? Doesn't take much. If you want to change those eyeballs on your Goofy, oh, I touched some black. Go for it. Change those eyeballs. Make them your own, huh? Okay, if you touch black like Miss Sarah did, all you have to do is grab your skin color and put some over the top. Just like that, and it's gone. All right, guys. Looks so good. We're just going to finish up. Let's grab our little detail line brush, okay, and put some black on it. And let's go up to the hat here, to the top of his hat, and it has a little black wrap right along the top. So I'm going to come right around the top and add kind of a rainbow shape like this. See, I'm going to put this rainbow shape up top and fill it in. And there it is. Just to add that little wrap. And then he has some fun hair sticking up. Did you notice that? I love Goofy's hair. It is so fun. So what I want you to do is come right to the edge of his eyebrow here, okay? And use your detail brush and just give him this goofy hair coming down. Whew, just like that. Super silly. And then come to the other side and let's add another one. Just like that. And one more. And this one's kind of sticking up. It's coming up towards the top of your canvas. Like that. Right? Goofy hair. Okay. We're going to outline now if you want to. Some of our artists don't want to, and that's perfectly fine. I'm going to show you what to do if you don't want to do any outlining, okay? So first thing you can do is just add these fun whiskers on our Goofy. Okay, just like that on each side of his cheeks. Okay, isn't that fun? All right, and then you can add these little whiskers coming out on his face here and away on each side of his cheek. All right, if you want to do that and be done, you can do that. All right, I'm going to add a couple of things though. First thing I want to do is give him kind of a grin. I love giving him a grin. So I'm just going to come around here and outline it and curve my brush up just like that. And then do that upside down smile shape. See how it makes it look like he's grinning? All right. I'm going to do it on this side too. We're going to come around just like that. Give him that little upside down smile. Ooh, there it is. Okay, go for it if you want to try that. And then I'm going to come up here above his nose and just give him the top of his nose. It's a great big rainbow shape, right? Right around like the rainbow, right across under his eyes, above his nose. Does so much, right? To fill that in, you can do this. And we're going to come right above there. On each side, just fill that in. Now there he is. I'm starting to see Goofy. Starting to see him. We're going to come right around here. Outline that side. Kind of have to outline his mouth so we can see it. And come around this side. There he is. Okay, now let's just do the bottom part. Wrap her all the way around. Go right across his tooth and meet his mouth. See where we meet his mouth right there? Now we're going to do the other side. All the way across his tooth and right up around his cheek. There he is. Good work. Now you can outline his tooth over here so you really see it, huh? And outline his other one too. There it is. You can really see that tooth now. I'm going to come right around his mouth here. All the way around. Add some water to your black if you're feeling like it's not going on very smooth. Sometimes you need some water. Put in your black. because you want your black to be pretty inky to do this outlining. If you're doing it with me. I hope you are. It's so good to learn how to do outline work. Okay, so his tongue has just a little bit of a line that comes down right there. See that? Just curve that line in and see how it makes it look a little more like a tongue? Okay, now let's just finish up his shirt. Okay, we're gonna come right around Goofy's top here. Whoop. And around the other side. And then to make it look like Goofy's shirt is right at the top of his neck, you're gonna add that smiley face right there. Just a little smiley face. Look how good, you guys. You're just about done. Let's finish up our little hat up here. Okay, I'm just gonna come and outline it right here, right along the edge, and on this side. There it is. Love it. And come right around this side too if you want to. There we go. Wow, I love Goofy. All right, let's add our highlighting. Our highlighting is used with the line brush, and you're just gonna dip it in some white. Okay, and we're gonna add some light to our Goofy. This light will help brighten him up and show him off. Okay, so I got some here. We're gonna put some right along the top of his eyes. Hey, look at that. I love it. Okay, right along the top. I'm gonna bring this one down a little more just to show it off. Okay, we're gonna do right along the edge of each side. Just like that. And see how Miss Sarah got a little spot of black there? All you have to do is put that white over it and it's gone. So if you did that too, you can fix it just like I did. Put a little bit of white there along his ears. Kind of curve it at the bottom if you want to. Okay. And I'll put some right here along the top of his collar. Love that. And we're gonna put just a little bit of light on his nose. Ooh, just like that, show that it's curved. Right, and then put some on his tongue, right there. All right. One other thing you can do if you want to with this highlighting is you can come up here to the hair, his little hair, and put light along the top of some of his strands if you want to. See how it just shows it off a little more? That's just if you want to though. All right. And here's a little more that's not as noticeable, but it does brighten up your painting. So I like to put some sometimes just right along the face, just like that. You can probably barely see that, huh? All right, guys. We're gonna add some light to the eyes. I've got some black on there. So if you got black, you just cover it up with your blue. Just like that. Cover it up. Okay, flip your brush around. This is how we do a little sparkle in the eye. I'm gonna flip my brush around, use the back of it and dip it in white. Get a good chocolate chip and just stamp it on there on each eye. Stamp. And there he is. So cute, guys. Make sure you sign your name because as artists, we are super proud of our work, right? And we want everybody to know we did it. So let's go over here or anywhere you want. Okay, find a fun spot and just put your name on there. I like to do it along the ears on my Goofy. I think it's kind of fun. But anywhere you want, you can put that name. Awesome. Thank you for painting with me. Be sure to tag us so we can see it too. We'll see you next time. Bye.